there, people. What's going on today? We're back. Oh my god. Okay, we're on the latest version, guys. Let's go. Cheats. Multiplayer. Friends. There's a set for stuff, guys. Hold on. I'll pause this video until I get. Okay, I'm here to tell you the history behind villagers, because of why do you spawn in when you create a new world and you spawned with nothing. You have to chop down a tree and get some wood to make tools. When they spawn with a village, they don't spawn only with stuff, but they spawn with a whole village. So that has to be made way before the player even spawned in the world. Villagers, they spawn in with many stuff with their village. So this has to happen way in the BCs, 100 BCs, when villagers was actually like 10,087 billion years before the player spawned in the world. But why? Why were they alive? Well, they were not only villagers, they were also cavemen. So back in the old days of Minecraft, villagers were always peaceful. So they'll just sit there looking for food and shelter. One of them told the other villagers, saying that, hey, maybe we should stand here and get the food ourselves. Well, that was a stupid idea, because they would just sit there and 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 sit there. So that's whenever they start. Well, that was not actually a bad idea by accident. I mean, it will be thinking that it will be a bad idea, because of food will not walk over to them. But they found out that they can easily use grass as seeds and replant it, when they can actually replant it and make it into more tastier grass called wheat, used to make bread, and that's how they discovered some. And plus, the water was perfect for ground food called wheat. So that's whenever they start harvesting their wheat and making. And this whenever they started making better houses for them and their youngins. So that's whenever they started to make some pathways from where all they had been walking from. So that day forward, there were no wars, because villagers, they are very peaceful and not hostile. But the animals, they tried to move away from the villagers, because of whenever if another predator is following you, that means they're going to eat you. So that's what all the animals dropped. So these villagers said, hey, do you want to come with us? And what the animals said? No. What about if we give you wheat? Okay. That's whenever the village started standing a little bit more, though. So that's also whenever the villagers saw something coming. They didn't know what it was, but a floating, broken half tree behind. They thought it was the work of the gods. So they started to make temples so the gods wouldn't be angry with them and they could be in peace. So that's whenever they start making the village. And they learn to make farms away from the river and into the village. Villagers loved it there. There was no wars. Because the villagers are very peaceful and they all live in harmony. They weren't a fan of fighting. There was no wars. They're very peaceful and they weren't ever fighting with each other. Due to the peaceful natures of villagers, they all live in harmony. Living without fighting. That's their strict rule. 20 years before you spawn into the world. Not 20, but I meant to say 500 years. Well, 582 years before you spawned into the world. Potion makers were trying new recipes. Blacksmiths. And shirters. Wait. Am I actually doing this? Are we actually doing it? Okay. Yeah, potion makers was trying new recipes out. And making new potions. Not knowing what it'll do to them. But they draw it'll cause death. So they rained it on one villager. Due to the peaceful nature of villagers. Gold, something shiny and yellow, was found in the mines. It came their new currency, known as gold, it'll boost their trading. You can trade with other villagers with the gold. Until 20 years later, they found something green and shiny. It was so beautiful, they had to do it as their newest currency. Probably because it was their eye color, reason they think it was so good. And not only that, but it became so popular, every villager mined it out for itself. And now that's how the villagers started, as we all know them today. Then 28 years, whenever you spawn into the world, exploring their village, trying to figure out what was up, and figure out new things, exploring the village. And they were even doing this. That's when they start having childs. Those childs grown up as adults. And that's, my friends, is how villagers all started with a village and you don't. That's the main reason why. That's when they start making new houses, better houses, stands, and better weaponry, furnaces, and even weapons. Again, there was no war. They only make these weapons for fun, or for the player. And they don't take no baths, so that's the reason why they're also smelly. When you spawn into the world, that's whenever the golems spawned as well. Monster-looking creatures versions of the villagers, protecting and defending the village, as they're told. Now that, my friend, is how villagers all began, and that's how the Minecraft world also began. Like this video, subscribe, and notification bell. Yep.